How's it going, guys? I am a new coach to the NBA. I forgot who I was replacing, but my name is Hayden, and I am coach of the Calgary Flamethrowers. We took over a team. I'll show you the team matchup right now, but I'm taking over. Basically, it's week 4. And we are 1-2, -5 going into this game. And we are facing Mega Shark Hat. And we have Thunderous Tea, Mega Lopunny, Mimikyu, Arcanine, Ferrothorn, Suicune, Flygon, Komala, Avalugg, and Farfetch'd. And Hat, coach of the Portland Route Blazers, has Kieran Black, Nidoqueen, Klefki, Celebi, Manabuzz, Licky, Accelgor, Mega Sharpedo, Dhelmise, and Talonflame. So, if you guys aren't familiar with the NBA and the rules, they do allow, as you see, 3 Z movers, but as you can see, Kieran Black and Avalugg have the asterisk on them. That means they can only use special Z moves, like Kieran Black would use Z Hail for the speed boost and stuff like that. Avalugg, here's basically why Avalugg's my special Z user. It's not going to be on the team after this week. And I didn't want Hat to have to prep for my 2 Mons, which I dropped Necrozma and Electros for Thunderous Tea and Komala. And Necrozma was already a Z user, so I just made Thunderous Tea the Z user. And I believe... who was it? Who's my special? I guess Electros was the special Z user, but that doesn't sound right. No, Necrozma was the special Z user. And so I just threw it on Avalugg because I was like, whatever. I just didn't want him to have to re-prep so much. Because if I would have put that on like Ferrothorn, then he would have had to prep for Z Leech Seed and such things like that. Or Arcanine with Z Sunny Day. That's also a pretty good set to get +1 and then Flare Blitz, stuff like that. But before I show you guys my team builder, the monster I thought he was going to bring, Kieran Black 100%. I thought he was going to bring Z Hail with Snot Wild Charge, Fusion Bolt, Ice Beam, and Dragon Claw. Then I thought he was going to bring Nidoqueen, possibly Scarf, but most likely Life Orb with Stealth Rocks, Fire Blast, Ice Beam, Sludge Wave, something like that. Then Mandibuzz with Defog, Foul Play, Roost, stuff, standard Mandibuzz. He really talked up Mega Sharpedo since I joined. So for the first couple days, I think I joined Sunday and we just battled Tuesday, and now we battled Monday. So I joined Saturday, I think. One of the two. I can't remember. Tuesdays are bad for me because of work. But I really thought he was going to bring Mega Sharpedo, and he was talking about agility set. And I was like, I should probably plan for that. And my plan for that was nothing really. Basically Ferrothorn to wall it, I guess, and hope he didn't have the HP Fire, which you'll see my set. I planned for that just in case, because don't sleep on special Mega Sharpedo or Mega Sharpedo. It will hurt. Then I thought he'd bring Dhelmise if he didn't bring Defog and Mandibuzz for rapid spinning. Even though looking back on that, it does wall my team a little bit. And then I thought he was going to bring Talonflame for Mega Lopunny. I thought he was going to bring so the people who helped me team build said he could bring Scarf Talonflame just for Mega Lopunny. And I was looking at my team. Scarf Talonflame actually does a bit, not a lot, but Megalopunny, Okos, Ferrothorn with Flare Blitz. I don't think it's actually an Oko with my set, but still it did a lot. But I wasn't really planning on Talonflame. What I was really thinking was he was either going to bring Nasty Plot, Celebi, or a Selgor. That's the two that I couldn't figure out which he was going to bring. And this is the team that I brought to stop it. Choice Scarf, Thunderous Tea. I almost went... there's a move that we put on. I almost went Agility with... what was it? It was to Oko something. Oh, Agility with the Electrium Z to Oko Specially Defensive Mandibuzz. But what I brought was Focus Blast, Psychic, Thunderbolt, U-Turn with 48 attack, max special attack, and 208 speed, Naive Nature. This is to outspeed the Kyurem Black at after a Z-Hill. I believe this also does half to a defensive Celebi. Thunderbolt does it's like 75% special defensive Mandibuzz. I'm just trying to rethink the calcs because this is actually a day after our battle, and I'm just trying to get this done before I have to go back to work. And then Psychic did to an offensive Nidoqueen with standard HP investment, which is like 40. It did 85%. So that's the whole reason I brought that. And then Focus Blast, obviously for the Kyurem Black. Then, boom! Derek Rose the Farfetch'd. I named him Derek Rose because he's holding his stick so he can walk around. Life Orb, Defiant, Agility, Brave Bird, Iron Tail, Quick Attack, 76 HP, 252 attack, 4 defense, 176 speed, Adamant Nature. This guy, I could not believe this. This guy, if I switched in on a Mandibuzz Defog and got the +2 from Defiant, I O-code Specially Defensive Mandibuzz from full health. With Iron Tail, I O-code Kyurem Black. O-code Delmise. O-code Nidoqueen. Celebi. What else did? I think the only Mon that lived to hit it was the Klefki, and Iron Tail did 75%. So this Mon I wasn't gonna originally bring, but one of the guys I was building with was like, you know what, Farfetch'd isn't actually that bad of a bring this week. And I was like, it took me like 15 minutes for them to convince me, but I brought it, and you'll just have to watch the battle to see how he does. Next up is Kamala Assault Vest, Comatose, nicknamed CP3, because he's just on here for assist. He's not really going to get too many kills, but he's going to assist us get U-turns, rapid spin. Earthquake is to a max HP Nidoqueen. I think it does like 70%. So, and I thought the whole time he was going to lead Nidoqueen, and this was my counter to that. Play Rough to a special defensive Mandibuzz did like 75 to 80%. Kyurem Black did, I think, about the same range. Could be wrong, could have been a little bit more, but I actually didn't bring Return. I swapped it for U-Turn at the last moment just because I really wanted to pivot. I wanted to pivot more than Stab, and it kind of paid off this week. My fourth Mon is Dwight Howard the Ferrothorn. with the Okaberry, Iron Bars, Gyro Ball, Leech Seed, Stealth Rocks, Thunder Wave, basically max HP, 88 defense, and 172 special defense. This 172 special defense with Sassy Nature was for special Mega Sharpedo HP fire so I could live 2 after the Okaberry. This literally walls it every time. I could switch it in, and if you didn't have HP fire, you couldn't really touch it. And I've always really wanted to use Ferrothorn. I never thought it was too great in the league, but I've always wanted to use it. I think it looks awesome, so I'm kind of excited to use this. Gyro Ball standard. It's basically just a standard set. And then Mega Lopunny with, as you can see, both. I have 2 of the dual stabs. Lisa Leslie, the Mega Lopunny with Drain Punch, Facade, High Jump Kick, and Return. 120 HP, max attack, 136 speed. As I said earlier, I really wasn't expecting the Talonflame to come, so I sped prepped Mega Sharpedo instead, and I put on Drain Punch and High Jump Kick. Basically, in case I missed a High Jump Kick, she's Drain Punch and get it back up. And then Facade and Return, just because on the off chance he brought something like Toxic Spikes, Nidoqueen, or if I switched in on a Toxic from Mandibuzz, Facade, blew him back. And my last mon is Brittany Griner, the Suicune with Leftovers, Scald, Sleep Talk, Rest, Roar, max HP, 8 defense, max special defense, Calm Nature. Nothing really too much to say about this. I don't really like Suicune. I dropped it. I'll make another video on my transactions coming out probably tomorrow, but Suicune let me down in the ISL against Burke. What was that? Season 2? I don't know. I deleted all the videos. Shouldn't have done that. Hindsight's 2020. But let's go ahead and get into the game. And as you can see, we're on the wrong side. I'll fix that once we get actually into the battle. But I predicted this team pretty well. Aside from the Klefki and the Talonflame, I thought he could bring the Klefki. I just thought it wasn't that big of a threat to my team. Because I got multiple Thunder Wave stoppers. Talonflame again, I didn't see as a big threat to my team. And he brought Celebi. I guess he brought Talonflame over Delmise because he brought Celebi. It's basically my only guess. But let's go ahead and get into this battle, and I'll switch sides. So, as I said, I was going to lead Kamala. Let's put it on normal so I can talk. He actually had Shukaberry, Nidoqueen. So right here, I predicted this and went for U-turn. He actually told me after the battle that he had Toxic Spikes Nidoqueen over Stealth Rocks. And then right here, I predicted him going back into Nidoqueen. Didn't really lose anything because he went for Whirlwind. I guess he was expecting Nasty Plot. I think right here I just stay in, trying to get a burn. And really, I don't want Nidoqueen or Talonflame coming in for free. Or Kieran Black for that matter. But I don't get the burn. Do I stay in here? No, I switch out to Ferrothorn. Oh, and here it is. This is where I start trying to bait the defog. I go for my Stealth Rocks, I stay in on this. The worst thing it could hit me with is this HP Fire. And I knew I could eat one. And I went for Thunder Wave. Because I forgot it got Natural Cure. But it doesn't really matter. It helps me out in the long run. And as you can see, I double back into this for no reason except for to get a switch into my Kamala right here, and I U-turn expecting him to switch out, and it doesn't kill. So I think I got a low roll. I'd have to go back and calc off of his, and then I switch in Farfetch'd, and he switches out to not let Farfetch'd get a kill. I go for Brave Bird, and then I expect him to switch out, or not switch out, but go for like Thunder Wave or something, or Spikes. So I just went for Iron Tail, and he actually gave me a Scarf, which turned out to be a little bit better. As you'll see later on. Right here, I went for Psychic because it was a safe play. If you wanted to switch in Mandibuzz, it was going to get blown back by a Thunderbolt, and if you switched in Nidoqueen on like a double switch, I could just go for Psychic again and whittle his team down slowly with rocks. Right here, I'm just going to sack my Ferrothorn. I don't need it anymore. Kyurem Black is scary. I believe I go Mega Lopunny and go straight for High Jump Kick. On the incoming specially defensive Mandibuzz, I found out Calcine specially defensive, so that goes down easily. Then this comes in. I believe I just go for Return and knock it out. That was a roll 2. Luckily I had that one in my favor because I think he was max HP Nidoqueen. Then I was expecting Thunder Wave, so I go into Kamala, and he gives me Life Orb, and I go for Earthquake, go down to 4%. Now whatever he brings in. So right here, I can't let him set up a sub, so I just go for Earthquake, no switching, no predicting. So Kamala drops. I go out into Farfetch'd because I either weaken this to where it can't sub, or I kill Celebi. So I sack off Farfetch'd. Then I go into Mega Lopunny and finish off the game with a couple of returns. And I end up winning my first NBA match 3-0, which improves my record to 2-2 -2. And from what I've seen, that puts me right in the playoff hunt, if you will, even though I think they said they have 13 weeks. I'd have to go back and check that, but if so, we're only a quarter way through the season, and 2-2 -2, you could be doing a lot worse. I know I've started leagues worse than 2-2 -2, so this isn't too bad. And having the team I have after the transactions, I like it a lot better, even though this team did well. I just think the new one will have more synergy. But yeah, that's going to be all for today's video. I know this isn't as high quality as other people's videos, but my computer is terrible and I can't record on it, so this is the best I can do. Other than that, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for the transactions video, and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So see ya.